Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to talk about the DJI Pocket 3. I have used it for a few months now, I think almost half a year. So I can get to talk about all the pros and the cons of this camera. So if you guys have been wondering if this little camera is worth your money for your vlogs or for your travel content, then stay tuned and keep watching this video. Let's dive into the pros of this camera. This camera is really small. It's really portable. Like, it's super tiny. Nobody would know that you're filming content, whether you're in public or small places. You are not going to feel awkward taking this out and shooting content, that's for sure. So the small display, the screen, you can actually turn that off even while shooting content. So it allows you to be more discreet and people don't even know that a camera is on, which is scary and not scary. It can also shoot up to 4K, which is amazing. So it can shoot 4K while it's on landscape, and if you're gonna shoot like TikTok content, when it's on portrait mode, it switches to 3K, which is still pretty high and ideal, and you can't really tell much of the content changes in terms of clarity. And if you guys don't already know, this camera can track your face. So all you need to do is switch it on, and wherever you're gonna go within the frame, it's going to follow you, as long as it does not exceed its gimbal kind of rotation thing. I think you're pretty good to go. This camera is kind of like a gimbal, so the stabilization on this is next level. I can be shaking so much, but you can't really tell from the footage that I'm shaking, which is just amazing. So talking about the battery life on this one, if you're going to be shooting like casual content for a couple of hours, like I would say like 3 to 4 hours, the battery would last. But if you're going to be shooting content, like for example, you're traveling and you're going to be shooting content like one whole day, then I would say the battery does not last a full day, unfortunately, because I bought the creator combo kit, so it comes with the portable battery, and I see myself taking out the battery a lot of times when I brought this camera out with me for travel. So the battery does not last the whole day, but if you're shooting like vlogs at home, like a few hours a day, I think it would definitely last. Now let's jump right into the audio of this camera. The audio on this camera, even without the mic, is pretty good. Like, it captures really good audio even from far away, which to me is a huge plus if you're vlogging or just shooting any mainstream content. The inbuilt audio in this, super decent. I approve. But obviously the creator combo comes with a bonus, with the mic. And this mic, let me tell you guys, this mic is just, it brings your content to a whole different level, because I can be far away from the camera and you would still be able to hear my voice crystal clear. And even right now, I'm actually whispering. Like, I'm sitting in the middle of my hall and I'm whispering. And I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me crystal clear. So, if you guys plan on getting this camera, you should definitely spend a little bit more and get the creative combo, because it comes with the tripod, it comes with a battery, it also comes with a mic. And not to mention, it comes with a wide angle lens. Right now, I'm not shooting on the wide angle lens, and this camera is already pretty wide. Like, it shoots pretty wide as it is. But with the wide angle lens, it shoots, even wider, which is just amazing, because when you're in smaller places, the wide angle lens just comes out and it's just great. So that pretty much sums up the pros of this camera. Now I'm going to talk about the cons, the negatives of this camera. There are a few, but there are nothing that's like, wow, like concerning to the point where I regret getting this camera. Because one thing for sure, I do not regret getting this camera. I love this camera. If you're going to be shooting content in the night, this camera has a low light setting, which works pretty decent. However, even in the low light setting, it can get pretty grainy. But there is a solution for that. I managed to get myself a ring light, a fill light, I would say, not really a ring light, sorry, a fill light that fits the Pocket 3. So this light right here is made for the Pocket 3, which is pretty good. It's a tiny light and it has a few settings and it works perfect, especially during nighttime shooting. And it just sticks right onto your camera, so you don't have to worry about it coming right off, because it just stays there till you have to manually take it off. And if you film a lot in the night, you can just shoot it on your normal video settings and use this light, and I'm telling you guys, it makes a huge difference. So I no longer use the low light setting because I just personally feel like it makes the video look a lot grainy, and the color of the video also looks really weird, which I don't like. And another thing that I do realize is that if you shoot very long sessions on this camera, it does get overheated a little bit, I would say. That's just something to keep in mind, which kind of happens to most cameras anyways, so I don't really think I'm concerned about it at this point. So as you guys know, this camera is known to have its tiny screen, and sometimes when you're shooting far away from the camera, you may not always be able to tell what you're shooting or whether you're in frame or not. So that is also a solution for that. The DJI has its own app. You can download that onto your phone, and then it's super easy to connect the camera to your phone. You can pretty much control the camera on your phone. So you will be able to tell if you're in frame, if you're recording. You'll be able to even shift the camera's location, as in you can adjust the camera lens from your phone. That's one thing that I really love about the DJI, because you can pretty much control the entire camera just from your phone. This camera, I would say, is a beginner friendly camera. If you're on some pro level sort of thing, I don't think the manuals and the settings on this camera is something that you can play around too much with. It does not have those pro level settings for you to play around with. It's pretty basic and straightforward. So if you're looking for those pro level stuff, you may want to look at other cameras, but this, at the end of the day, it's still it's a gimbal camera, so do not expect too much of those pro level settings. So another thing that I would like to quickly talk about is getting filters for your DJI Pocket 3. So these filters are made specially for the Pocket 3 cameras, and it comes like this. It's magnetic, so you just need to put it onto your lens like that, and it's perfect when you're shooting in overexposed areas. So if you're outside, it's really bright outside sometimes, and you can get pretty overexposed, and these filters come in handy and saves the day, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So if you guys are looking for good filters, this company called Telesin has pretty good filters, and I've tried them out myself. Another trick that I kind of learned is that you can switch your camera to D-Log. So basically you shoot yourself in D-Log, and you know how D-Log is, there's no colors, no nothing, and then you go to DJI's website and they have these pre-made LUTs that you can download, and all you need to do is put them into your video, and let me tell you, some of the footage has actually come out pretty nice. I really love some of the correction. I don't use it all the time. I only use it sometimes because if you are in different lightings, it can kind of turn out differently. So I'm gonna maybe try and find some footage that I have used the LUTs in D-Log and maybe insert it somewhere around the screen for you guys to actually have a look at it and kind of see what I'm talking about. That pretty much sums up today's video, and I appreciate you guys staying and watching, and I hope this video is useful to anyone who is planning on buying this little camera. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I helped make a decision in whether you should be buying this camera or not. So if you guys like it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys hopefully in my next video. Bye.